Welcome to the darkness.
There is a moment just after the funeral of a loved one, or a difficult diagnosis, or when you realize that plans have changed and things aren't going to work out the way you thought they would. There is this grieving, this moment of void, of waiting. I imagine that's what the disciples must have felt after they saw their friend's lifeless body come down from the cross and be laid to rest in the tomb. They had followed him for 3 years. They had seen miracle after miracle. They believed that he was going to be their hope, that he was going to free them from oppression, that under his leadership, they would finally experience freedom. And so when he cried, "It is finished," from the cross, those words must have meant something different to them. The plans that they thought God had for them were finished. The journey with Jesus along the roadways of Israel, watching miracle after miracle, were finished, as though death had won, and all they could do was wait. He had warned them ahead of time what was to come. In John 12, he says, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Very truly, I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds." I wonder if some of the disciples thought about Jesus' riddles. In those moments after his death, in the grieving and the waiting for what came next, I wonder if some of them began to recall the little clues Jesus had left them about what would happen. I wonder if hope began to birth in their hearts. There is this other kind of waiting. It's that moment after the first contraction when you're expecting your first child, or a new bride sitting in front of the mirror with her friends, getting ready to begin forever with her new husband. Or just that quiet moment of twilight before a sunrise, when you know creation is about to reveal her artistry to you. It is the waiting that is hopeful, that sees new life on the horizon. I wonder if the disciples began to feel that way as they waited. Psalm 130 says, "Out of the depths I cry to you, Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to my cry for mercy. If you, Lord, kept a record of sins, Lord, who could stand? But with you there is forgiveness, so that we can, with reverence, serve you. I wait for the Lord. My whole being waits, and in his word I put my hope. I wait for the Lord more than watchmen wait for the morning, more than watchmen wait for the morning." Israel, put your hope in the Lord, for with the Lord is unfailing love, and with him is full redemption. He himself will redeem Israel from all their sins. In the moments after Jesus cried, "It is finished," there is a grieving, and there is a waiting when God is silent. We don't always understand when God is silent, and I'm sure the disciples didn't either. But it is in this silence, when the work is finished, that God invites us to Sabbath, to rest, In one hand, we hold the grieving and the crying out to God for mercy. And in the other hand, we hold hope, crying out to God that we will trust him. And in the tension of these two, we find rest.
Welcome to the darkness. Fear will let you in. The root of all exclusion. Who is out and who is in? Systems of belonging lock us in a cage. We fear those who are different, refuse to see their pain. In the heart of every man, there's a song that love began. Oh love, objectify the human with anger, fear, and shame. Damn them with religion and never speak their name. Comfort and illusion numb us to the pain. Cannot see our privilege, so we scapegoat and we blame. In the heart of every day, there's a song that love began. Oh love, in the heart of every man, there's a song that love began. Oh as old as the world is, the struggle is. As long as the struggle lives, the world. As old as